Alright, well, let me see what I can put out here. It's about almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me see what I can put out here for the viewers. What I got. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. It's morning. It's morning time right now. So hope your five senses work out. The strength is good or excellent. What do I got here? Let's see. AMD 25.1.1 optimal driver is here with Spiderman 2 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. And then it says AMD driver team is here with its first new update for a Radeon graphics card, but it isn't a WHQL certified one. AMD Software Adrenaline 25.1.1 optimal update carrying support for 2 new games and a couple of bug fixes, though quite a lot of known issues remain. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is out January 30th. Steam Deck fans are so spoiled. It says here, and those with Radeon graphics card will want to install this driver before going out web swinging as Peter Parker or Miles next week. At the same time, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is finally released on PC today, and AMD is also recommending this driver prior to playing. Says fix issues are these, which look like good news for Apex Legends players. So it says here, improve performance while playing Apex Legends with DirectX 12 API. Lower the expected performance may be observed while using LM Studios on AMD Ryzen AI and Radeon products. And the known issue are these. Partial black screen may appear in main menu while playing Marvel Spider-Man 2 with Radeon anti-lag. Ray tracing enabled on AMD Ryzen 7000 and above series processor. Using experience issues are recommended to disable Radeon anti-lag as a temporary workaround. Intermittent system or application crash may be observed while playing the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth for a long period of time. Intermittent driver timeout or crash may be observed while playing Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine on some AMD graphics projects such as AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370. Users experience this issue can enable variable graphics memory in AMD Software Adrenaline Edition as a temporary measure. AMD Software Adrenaline Edition says performance tuning variable graphics memory, and it says intermittent stutter may be observed while playing Marvel Rival when AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 3-frame generation is enabled. Users experiencing this issue are recommended to disable AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution frame generation in the per game setting as a temporary workaround. And then it says after using AMD cleanup utility for Windows, the AMD bug report tool may appear intermittently during a new driver install on AMD Ryzen 7000 and above series processors paired with AMD graphics products. And this is HEVC encoding may not work as expected while using OBS Studios with Twitch enhancing broadcasting. It says here the new AMD Software Adrenaline 25.1.1 optional update is available for download Radeon setting as well, and AMD's own changelog page for the driver. So there's still some issues that they have to work out. Now, what do we got here? There's one on video cards too. There's one on video cards. Yep. There's one on video cards. I think it's the same. Actually, no. Let me pull it up because I was looking at it earlier. Let's see here. Yep. Let's see. The one on video cards. Let's see what it says here. They're saying that fixed issue performance with Apex Legends with DirectX 12 API lower than expected. Okay, same thing. Same thing here. Then it says AMD's Adrenalin Software 25.1.1 optional update driver version 24.20.33.05 for Windows, 10 and 11 Windows driver store version 32.0.1.2033.5010. And this works for the Radeon 7000 series, Radeon 6000 series, Radeon 5000 series, and then for that's for desktop, and then mobile is the Radeon 6000M series, and then the Radeon 5000M series. And for integrated is Radeon 700M series and Radeon 600M. So this is a non-WHQL. Now, there's some comments here. Then someone says, so disappointing. I don't for core for access. Then Savat said this driver isn't on the normal part of their website yield. Then Garrett said this. So they released a beta driver last driver release was supposed to support Delta Force. Turned out to have compatibility issues. Does AMD do any internal testing anymore? And it says pathetic how far AMD has fallen. And Derek said this. AMD was in the rear view mirror of NVIDIA. Now you can't see AMD without competition in the high-end space. Here will be tech. Was this stagnation? No progress. And then someone, Chris said this. AMD might be very competitive in the mid-range this generation. And then Carl said this. NVIDIA exists in a world of lies and AI power hallucination frames. Yeah. Isn't there going at in this comment section? Who is this? Savat said this. NVIDIA biggest fear was a Cerebus single wafer product. That's why there was that weird Shield MCM product is made to compete with. Except they really can't. They really can't so much because of lack of latency, incredible bandwidth, tens of petabytes per second, and relatively low for each device. Problem with them is that each is like over $1 million assemble each. I've seen them in person externally. They're not much to look at until you realize they are connected directly either to a 208 or 408 volt 3-phase. They completely different market than many AI companies, but they are dominant where everybody can afford them. Look like they can handle longer refresh cycle too. I like to think if they did a quarter or 1/9 wafer scale device with a crap ton of HBMs attached to it for giant data, would be able to go into a wider market, and because they would be so much cheaper while still giving a bit less of the incredible big die advantage. Who's this? And Ark said this. What kind of cheap propaganda is this driver update article? The whole world knows since 18 months that the top die was canceled on RDNA 4 for further development and release next year on UDMA architecture. RDNA 1 did not have the top die either, and the world did not collapse. Less than 5% of global buyers actually buy Class 80 and Class 90 cards. Vast majority of GPU buyers are not interested in buying high-end cards at all. If you actually remove the blinker from your eyes, you will discover that AMD graphics is widely adopted across multi-segment of device. Discrete graphics is just one segment, and the world neither starts there nor it's finished there. Recently, AMD won a new contract from Sony to design an APU for PlayStation 6. It's worth around 30 billion, and the chip will be based on Zen 6 and UDNA graphics. Alright, and then Disciple said this. That's all cool and nice, yet in the end of the day, we have a simple fact that the 90 class card 4090 nobody would buy. Outsold the entire RDNA lineup. So then Natural says, most likely written this way for clicks, not accuracy. And then who is this? Old Gamer said this. New game support Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Final Fantasy Rebirth. Known issue partial black screen may appear in main menu while playing Marvel Spider-Man 2. Intermittent system or application crash may be observed while playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So they add the support for 2 new games, but they don't work XD. This is just hilarious. Who's this? The Natural said this. I like how you conveniently left out the rest of the text, which was a workaround. Partially black screen may appear in main menu while playing Marvel Spider-Man 2 with Radeon Anti-Lag 2 and Ray Tracing enabled on AMD Ryzen 7000 and above series processor. User experiencing this issues are recommended to disable Radeon Anti-Lag as a temporary workaround. And then Old Gamer says, and I still can see only 2 games where support was added and they don't work properly. And KK said this, too busy copying MFG for a delayed 9070. Yeah, they just going at it in this article. But anyway, AMD doing their thing as usual. I mean, I'm sure they're coming out with a brand new WHQL update soon. It's in about a couple of weeks or so. But they're always working at it, you know. Problems do come up, so it takes time to fix those problems, you know. So AMD, they're doing fine right now, you know, for what they got going, you know. Plus they got their hands in so many things now, from PlayStation to the portable PCs. So yeah, they're good. So this is another driver update. So that should hold you for now. Until next time, yeah. I figure I'll get this out before to get the day started, you know. So yeah. But so far so good. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy it. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, Star Wars, start your flying. Work dark side. Go out. Peace.